Hey everybody, it's Travis Weller. Thanks again for joining me for the 2-Minute Clinic. Well, who could have guessed that almost a year later we are still in the same situation, and there's so many directors, and the common things that I hear from them, it's frustrating. It's just not the same. And the reality is, no, it's not. But I want to visit something my band dad, Ed Arnold, said to me a number of years ago, and I know he repeated it to other people that he worked with. And I hope this little lesson helps all of you as we forge ahead into this second half of the year and hopefully make some meaningful opportunities for our students and our bands happen. You know, every director, I think, at any point of their career has gotten trapped into measuring the success of their ensemble by the difficulty of the repertoire that they play, by the accolades, by the awards that they bring home from contest or festival or competition. And in the past year, what we've seen is that no program has been immune to what has transpired. Listen, there are very few programs across the nation that can just simply reload every year, where a graduating class moves on and they're just able to plug somebody else in without a step down in quality. But what we're seeing this year, it's been tougher. It's been a lot tougher. If you think about it from this perspective and put yourself in the shoes of perhaps somebody that you teach with outside of music, if we ask a freshman English teacher where they're going to be in September and October, if we ask a geometry teacher where they're going to be in January, if we ask a physics teacher what sort of projects and labs they're going to be going through in December and March, they're going to be able to tell us very specifically because they're able to teach that same year the same way year after year. Most of us in the band world, we can't do that because each and every year that kid comes in and sits down in our band room or we see them in a screen, it's different. It's a different people. It's a different collection of people. And just because we've had success doing this one thing the one way in the previous years doesn't always mean it equates to success in the new year. We can't hold this year's group accountable to previous year's standards. We have to know our students and we have to figure out what kind of standards we should set for them. And that leads me to the thing that Ed said to me. We can adjust our expectations, but we don't have to sacrifice on quality. And that's a really important lesson that we should all be remembering during this time. Listen, I'm not immune to it in how I've been programming for my own group, the Symphonic Winds, this year. But I do know this. I've been trying to display a lot more empathy to really understand the barriers and the hurdles that every student is trying to overcome. And it's heartwarming reading posts by band directors who have these comical moments where something happens on the Zoom lesson, where they're starting to understand their students a lot better and what they're facing on a daily basis. Listen, we can adjust those musical expectations pretty easily, but we can still work towards quality. And we don't want to nap on the idea of doing something simple, but doing it really, really well. A student who makes an authentic and sincere music connection with music right now, that's going to last a lot longer than this pandemic will. Thanks again for joining me for the 2-Minute Clinic. I hope you're well. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're safe. Life, love, music. This is Travis Weller. Thanks again for joining me.